Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is another episode of story time with yours truly, myself. Yes, so these story times are things that I've experienced in my life, and I'm sharing them to encourage someone, to encourage a girl that is going through something similar or something worse than that. So today I'm going to be talking about self-esteem. So since I was young, before my transition to my mom passing on and now living with a stepmom, I was a very confident child. I was a very lovable child, very cheeky and I just had fun in my childhood. And if anything happened, people would be like, who would sing? And everyone would be like, Celestine, Chico. And when my mom passed on and we now transitioned to living with a stepmom, it wasn't easy because this woman literally crushed my self-esteem to the ground. And when I say to the ground, it's to the ground. So I was very skinny, I was very tiny, and I was let me say weakling. Like, I was sick almost all the time. I had malaria, I had issues with my bones or the knees, I had issues with my ears, I had issues with tonsillitis and anything to do with cold. Like, I had issues. And the moment I realized I was going through so much is when some time back we were living in Masai Mara, and I got sick. Like, tonsillitis came, and there were injections that I had to take to be injected so that they calm down. So one time I don't know how I forgot to get the injections, and I came home and my stepmom was like, you forgot to go for what? I was like, yeah, but I'll go tomorrow. She was like, that's why you'll never heal. No. Like, she would speak so much. Like, she would speak so many negative things. I mean, to a child. So already she broke my esteem to the ground. And I'm just going to mention some of the few things that I remember that really tore me down. I remember I was seated, we had a shop in Narok, and I was seated there. I think I was just chilling and selling the things that we were selling. We were selling clothes. And she just walked in. Mind you, I'm seated. She walks in and she tells me in Swahili, mimi sijui kwa nini wewe naonanga hutaikuwa prosperous. Sioni kama utaikuwa successful. Wewe, my God. And I think I was in Form 2 or Form 3. That thing crushed me so much, but by now I had a thick skin. I wasn't crying, I was just looking at her. And me looking at her, because I'm fighting the crying, I would have a veins right here, like veins, and then my eyes would just pop, because I'm just in my head, I'm like, I can't cry. You can't cry. Like, you won't show her that you're weak, you know. And me not crying, she would now another time, I'll tell you what she would do. Another time, maybe I would do something wrong, and then maybe she would come and, you know, kelelesha me, a lot of stuff. And this woman will expect me to cry, and I'm like, I'm not crying. In my head, I'm like, I'm not crying. And then the same thing would happen. Veins, my eyes are red. And then she would call my dad, and she'd be like, oh, you hata hali kichwa ngumu sana. And she would be like, ni two veins tu zinatokea, haezi lia huyu. I would fight tears. So the next time, then she would tell me, hey, wewe ni mkonda, I was very thin. Wewe ni mkonda, don't put on skinny jeans, because you're very thin. And then I'm in town, I'm like that. So the moment I'm going home, I'm so cautious, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so slim. You know, my self-esteem was just crushed. And what I did when I was in high school, I participated in drama, in music, in everything. And now when I look back, the whole thing was for validation. Everyone was loving me in school, everyone was celebrating me, And I remember my grades just dropped. And the last exam we had before KCSE, I think second term, I got a D. And when I got home, she was like, you will get a D in KCSE. Actually, no, you'll not get a D, you'll get an E. No, as in, she told me I would get an E. I will never amount to anything. I am not going to be prosperous. And that thing just killed me. What I did, I went to school, talked to my CU patron, and I told him like, this and this had happened, and he told me I should just pray against those words, and that's what I did. But I was so scared that I was going to fail my KCSE. I couldn't afford to fail, and thank God I got a C, and that was the best I could do, because my life was in chaos. So self-esteem is very important, and I think I'm also going to be doing another video on how I came to build my self-esteem again. Thank you guys for watching. Continue subscribing, and let's learn more and more. Thank you. Share with your friends. Ciao, ciao. I love you.